And welcome once again to another fun-filled edition of the JD Foxx Show, right here on Fun Tower Radio. I'm your host, JD Foxx, and when I say it's going to be a fun-filled show tonight, I ain't just whistling Dixie.
Okay. Boy, if the wind's whistling that, you need to bottle that up and take it to the circus.
Hey, tonight I'm going to explain, because I've gotten lots of calls and questions about why I have two X's in my name. We'll go over that before the night is through, so hang on for that. I have an idea. Let's get the show started off with one of the most popular requests I've ever gotten on this show. What? Yes, and it's a classic. Many, many people love it. What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about Red Solo Cup. Toby Keith is going to start off tonight's JD Foxx Show.
JD Foxx!
Here we go. Let's count it down.
1, 2, 3. Solo Cup!
Come on, everybody, sing along. It's Red Solo Cup. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Isn't that a great way to start off tonight's JD Foxx Show with Red Solo Cup? Of course it is. And that's just the beginning. Oh, my. It's going to be a long night tonight, boy, let me tell you. Let's check the top of the Billboard charts. The Hot 100 at number 5. It's Keith Urban and Carrie Underwood with The Fighter. My Girl, Dylan Scott at number 4. Number 3, Thomas Rhett and Maren Morris, Craving You. Number 2, in case you didn't know, Brett Young. And yes, Body Like a Back Road is still number 1. Hey, how about let's play that number 3 song on the chart? Moving up, Thomas Rhett featuring Maren Morris.
Number 3.
This is called Craving You on tonight's JD Foxx Show. That's the number 3 song in the land right now. Thomas Rhett with Maren Morris, Craving You. And have you seen the music video to that yet? It's been out for a while now, but if you haven't seen it, you got to check it out. It's an action-packed movie trailer style video with the two country stars as criminals working for the big boss. Well, sort of.
Ever heard the tale of the dog that finally caught the rabbit?
My dad always told me that if you do things that you don't want to do, it'll make you a better person.
Thomas Rhett and Maren Morris act as a team of bank robbers, and then after they deliver their stolen goods, they turn the tables on the guy in charge.
Pretty sure he wasn't talking about this.
It's pretty cool. Thomas Rhett adds some comedy and a few wisecracks, and Maren Morris just generally acts like a total badass. Oh, can't say that. Pardon me. There's a lot of crazy action scenes. You really got to check out the music video to Craving You. Back to the music on the JD Foxx Show with Reba McEntire. And Why Haven't I Heard From You?
Well, back in 1876, an old boy named Bill.
It's the JD Foxx Show on a Thursday night, and this hit number 13 on the chart in 1996. It's the Mavericks, and All You Ever Do is Bring Me Down.
I can't sleep away anymore.
My goodness, the Mavericks. Such negativity there. All You Ever Do is Bring Me Down.
Anybody care about what I want? I do. Shut up. Get out.
You're listening to the JD Foxx Show.
This was a huge hit for this band in 1973. It wore out a jukebox or two, that's for sure. Charlie Rich and Behind Closed Doors on tonight's JD Foxx Show.
My baby makes me proud.
It's Charlie Rich on the JD Foxx Show. And before we take a break, I'm going to play a song by Leona Williams. Who? She was actually married to Merle Haggard, 1978 to 1983. She did a duet with him. And I guarantee you probably have never heard this song, and you're going to scratch your head saying, where did you find this, JD? It's Merle Haggard and Leona Williams with The Bull and the Beaver.
You've got the bull of the woods.
You've got the beaver from Missouri.
Yesterday's favorites with today's country hits. The JD Foxx Show.
Is it time for a break? Yes, I think it is. That's Merle Haggard, The Bull and the Beaver on the JD Foxx Show. When I come back, I'm going to play a group from Finland that plays bluegrass and heavy metal. What? It got 42 million views on YouTube, and it's next.
There's only one JD Foxx. The JD Foxx Show. You're listening to the JD Foxx Show on Fun Tower Radio.
And welcome back to the JD Foxx Show here on this fine radio station. And before we took the break, I said I was going to play a band from Finland who got over 42 million views with this song right here. They play bluegrass, but they play a version of heavy metal and hard rock classics. Here's their version of AC/DC's Thunderstruck. It's Steve and Seagulls on the JD Foxx Show.
JD Foxx.
Hey, that's quite a voice you've got there. You ever think about doing radio?
Oh my God.
Turn it on and rip the knob off. You're listening to the JD Foxx Show.
Yes, quite the show tonight, isn't it? Let's do another country cover of a rock song. Here's John Anderson's Keep Your Hands to Yourself.
JD Foxx. Fun Tower Radio.
Where the country sounds best, right here on the JD Foxx Show. Thanks for listening tonight. And 48 years ago today, do you remember this? What was it? This happened.
I'm going to step off the limb. It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Columbia, this is Houston, AOS, over. Houston, Columbia, on the high gain, over. Roger, the EVA is progressing beautifully. They're setting up the flag now. I guess you're about the only person around that doesn't have TV coverage of the scene. That's all right, I don't mind a bit. They've got the flag up now, and you can see the stars and stripes on the lunar surface. Are you getting a picture?
That's right. Today in 1969, Apollo 11 astronaut Neil Armstrong became the first man to walk on the moon when he stepped out of the lunar module. Pretty amazing achievement. Let's keep the music rolling on here. This is number 40 on the chart right now. Right now. It's Morgan Wallen. This song is called The Way I Talk on the JD Foxx Show.
It's got a touch of the town where I grew up.
That's brand spanking new music. Spanking? Yeah. It's brand spanking new music from Morgan Wallen called The Way I Talk.
Yesterday's favorites with today's country hits.
So, JD Foxx, why do you have two X's in your name? I'll tell you shortly. Soon, but not now. Now, I'm going to play some Johnny Cash and a classic from him called I Walk the Line. I think we've mentioned this before. The reason that Johnny Cash hums during that song is he says he has to get his pitch. It's necessary because the song changes key several times and Johnny Cash needed to hum. It was a lot easier that way. Let's keep the country jukebox rolling here. I got plenty of quarters. Here's Kenny Rogers and Lucille.
In a bar in Toledo, I've had some bad times, lived through some
It went to number 1 for Kenny Rogers in 1977. Let's play another one that went to number 1 in 1977 from Waylon Jennings.
JD Foxx, your friend at Fun Tower Radio.
The only two things in life that make it worth living.
It's Waylon Jennings on the JD Foxx Show. Good golly, look at the time. It's time to take a break. We started the show off with a great song, and we're going to end it with a great song. But first, I'm going to tell you the story of why I have 2 X's in my name. Stand by.
On the air, everywhere. The JD Foxx Show. JD Foxx.
And welcome back to the JD Foxx Show here on Fun Tower Radio. No, your country disc jockey has not lost his mind. I was going to tell you the story of how I have 2 X's in my name. JD Foxx with 2 X's. You see, back in 1987, I interned at a radio station in Baltimore. It wasn't just any radio station. It was the number 1 radio station in Baltimore, one of the biggest on the East Coast. And at the end of my internship, they offered me a part-time position at B104. I was beside myself. I was a youngin'. But there was one problem. The general manager's name was James P. Fox. Jim Fox. And let me tell you something. Jim Fox ruled the roost in that radio station. What he said went. And you better listen. So, in order to avoid any confusion with Jim Fox, the general manager, I didn't want people to think that I got the job because I'm related to him, which I wasn't. So Gary Murphy, who did Afternoon Drive at the time, came up with an ingenious idea of adding an extra X to my name. Yeah, that's what I thought. But it worked. All the mail I got, all the pieces of paper, everything had 2 X's on it. Jim Fox still had the 1 X. So there was no confusion of he and I. In fact, here's a little sample of back then. You might want to crank this up because at one time I did serve the universe.
If you have a suggestion for a question you'd like us to ask, send it to Street Talk, care of B104.
Serving the universe.
Oh yeah, B104 now delivering the most music in Baltimore. At least 15 minutes of music every hour. B104 sending you to see the Stones in concert. If you want to go, check out the arts and entertainment section of the Sunday Sun. Fill it out and send it back, and you could be on your way.
Baltimore's best music. Back to back. B104.
Too hot to handle, too cold to hold.
B104, how you doing, Baltimore?
And one of the really cool things about working at that radio station, and oh my gosh, Ron Sedali's going to kill me for this, but I got to play really cool songs like this one right here. It's Rick Springfield and Bruce on tonight's JD Foxx Show. And have a great night.
Doctor, doctor, you gotta help me, yeah. You gotta make it right for me. It seems this other man's name's been following me around, and it just won't let me be. You see, I got